Alrighty, everybody. It has been a long time coming, but now we have ROTF, or Revenge of the Fallen, Jetfire. Now, he is really big. As you can see, he can barely fit on camera. But, nice SR-71 vehicle mode. I personally love him. Let's get in some on the details. So, on the tail, we have the rudder. We have this. We have the tail number right here, which I believe this means it was made in 72. I don't know the other numbers, but we got that Decepticon symbol right there. A little skunk. Gives me like part of a squadron or something. Then we have like a destroyed, scratched up Decepticon symbol, which means he's now an Autobot. We got one on this side too. And we got Jetfire right there. And then we got some names right here, or a name. Nothing on that side, but we got some nice cockpit details. Nice white paint right there, and I like the red details right here, just like on the real plane. And this, of course, is a weapon which is not on the actual plane. And this is like a soft rubber tip right here. And yeah, it is a beautiful looking vehicle mode. You got the nice big engines on the side. On the bottom, it's just a big mess of robot parts, but if you don't look at that, it's good, as I like to think about it. For a little comparison, if I can even get it with all this plane in the way, we have a little mini bot. Can't remember the name. It's probably like Rewind or Eject, but came with G1 blaster. But there you go, you have that. He is very small compared to Jetfire. And then we will also bring in the Deluxe Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire. There's a little side to side. You can see he's very small. But there you go, little comparison right there. Of course, this one's heavier, this one's lighter, this one is better, this one's decent. But there we go, we have the comparisons. And like I said, he did have his weapon you can unclip from the bottom. And that will happen sometimes too. Let me go get that real quick. Right after that mishap, here we have his missile. Which I think is it's just a plain missile. But there you have that. And that just goes into this little minigun right here. Just like that. And there's a little button right here that lets go of the spring. And that is why it flies off. Because once you put it under here, there's like a little spot right there that this clips on. Whenever you clip it on, when you take it off, my thumb just hits that and it just shoots off. But there you go. You got his weapon right there, which I think is pretty cool. And also, one more feature that I thought was really cool that they added to the vehicle mode to incorporate in it. Since he's landing gear up here, he also has landing gear up here. But this is not just his landing gear. If you open up his fists right here, and you take this out, and then you fold it, you have his cane, which I think is a cool accessory, because that's what he had in the movie. But there you go. And now we can flip up his landing gear right here, and he can now take off and fly away. Into his transformation. So what I like to do is come to the back, and I like to just fold these up. And also bear with me because of the space I have. I don't have much space to do all this. But we have this foot right here. You want to unpeg it. I believe it just... Actually, no, what we'll do is go to the wings. And you could just pull them out. So do that. And there's like some various points of tabbing in everywhere over here. See if I can get him. I haven't transformed this guy in a while, but we'll do the foot first, I guess. Whichever works best. And then we have, you can bring this out of the way. We have like a little point right there. I believe it's one under here, and then also this one up here. So we'll go over here, and we will just start pulling it apart. And we'll bring that out, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. Just untab, unpeg the foot if you can. These are pretty tight. There we go. And then we will, you may have some things come undone. We'll just bring that all the way down, and like that. And then like the other side, we'll bring this up, and then we will go to the engine, untab it from there, and basically just pull it out until you have something that looks like this. Now let's go to the legs. So what we'll do, I like to just split the legs apart like that. Usually this is for the combine mode, but you can just tuck that in under there like that. And there you have a foot all done right there. Same thing on the other side. Just like that. You can bring his legs forward a little bit. And there you go. Next we'll go to the arms. Up here at the nose, you want to split this. If I can do it without dropping them. Let me see if I can get a better spot. Here we go. So let's try and split this down the middle. If I can. You may have to crack it a little bit like that before you can get to it. There we go. And then we'll take the arms and just bring them out all the way. Try and get these out of the way. And you can see his head in there too. But you just want to bring these tight joints around and down just like that, so they're at 90 degrees. Then we'll go to the arms and just bring them up. And there's a little tab and ports right here. Let's see if I can get it right about there. And there you go, you have an arm all done right there. Same thing on this side. We will see if I can get. You pull them out a little bit, and then you can swing them around. Peg it in, and you have the arms all done. We can go here. I like to just do this, but you can probably just rotate it and swing the fists around. But you know what? Let's do that. We'll do that. Bring the fists around like this. And then here, I like to go to the back and just start breaking things off. To make things easier, I like to take the back off. This will turn into his gun for a combine mode with the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus, which I might show off if you guys want to. And then take this. There's like some tabs right here and here. You can see what they look like. They like interlock like that. And you just want to pull it apart until you see that. It's on a little slider. And then we will take these little bits. There's tabs right here, and there's also a peg right here, and then two more tabs on this side. So you want to be careful not to break that peg. And these pop off a lot, but what I do is I hold my hand on this little like spot right here. I like to hold my finger on it, and that stops it most of the time from popping off. There we go. And then we'll just take those and bring them out to the side. Now we can see that this thing basically turns into a big mess, but we'll get through it. you want to take this back piece, bring it all the way up so that his head is facing forward, just like that. And then we'll take these little rubber bits, put those off to the side, get those out of the way. And then we will take this back portion, you want to just collapse it over this. Make sure everything's clear so you don't strip something. But you just want to peg it in the best you can and see if I can get it. Sometimes you just got to push up and back, just like that. And so it should look like that. It has like little ports right here. There's one right there. Then you gotta make sure this blue piece is just like that, where it's perpendicular to this. And there you go. Now we can take the arms, bring those down, just to get those steps out of the way. Same on this side, just like that. We'll bring the camera forward so you guys can see a little easier. Take the face, bring these little rubber pieces out. And you do need to be careful with these because these hinges are rubber, and so they might break off in the future if you're not careful. Then we will take these pieces. Now, I believe the instructions say something else, but the way he was packaged for me, and the way I personally like it, is to put this little panel under this. So same thing on this side, just bring it under. And there you go. It kind of hides it away. This guy is getting pretty tall. Now, let's just bring the jets around like that. And then we can take these pieces. I believe they just hang down. But you can take this and leave it up like that and bring back this piece. And now you have two clips right here. I'll clip into these two spots right here. And so we'll do that real quick. You just gotta line it up, and then you have that. We take this piece, make sure it's fully extended out right here, and then bring it down. I believe it clips back here, or it just sits like that. Bring this around too. I like to fold them down just like this and have them just hang back here. And then we can take these bits right here. I don't think there's really set instructions on where to put these, but you could probably just hang them back right here like that. And I believe that is the fully transformed Revenge of the Fallen leader class Jetfire. He's very back heavy, but he does look really nice, and I do like him. He's really cool. Let's see if I can get him all situated so we can show him off. Then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so since this guy is so dang back heavy, he does not want to stand up because of these loose joints down here. But we'll bring him in for a close-up on his head. He has a nice head sculpt based on the movie, and I really do like it. And yeah, we have some nice details right here, some gearing back there. These pieces move because of the gimmick, so I'll show that off right now. He does have sounds in vehicle mode 2 and remote mode, but I do not have batteries in there due to just me not having them in there so they don't corrode over time. But you pull this down, see these two pieces move and his head moves a little bit. I think he says like Jetfire here, or like my name's Jetfire. But you have that. And then on his legs, got some nice details. One thing I do like, when you rotate his leg, you have that moving in the middle. I think it's cool. I wish they'd bring that back, but yeah, there you go. Here's his feet. You got some landing gear right here. Nice feet. And he's got a lot of heel support, even though he doesn't even use it. because like I said, he is very back heavy. He used to stand up fine, but I don't know. On his arms, of course, you got the jet pieces, but I mean, it doesn't look too bad. If you had it like this, like I had during transformation, it looks a little wonky, but once you put it like this, which I believe is how you're supposed to have it, he does look better. Now let's see if I can get these out of the way. We have these massive jets again, just hanging off the side, but I don't see where they could have put them anyway. And then you got the back T-tail. Obviously, you got these, of course, just hanging off. I don't think they had a place to put them. But you got this that just sits back here. And I mean, for its age, I think it's fine. Of course, they fixed that nowadays with the Studio Series 1. But yeah, you can give him his little cane. Can't really use him much because he's so back heavy. But you can display him a little bit with his cane. And then you can also give him his minigun, of course. All it does is just clip on. You have this little clip right here again, and it clips on right here. So you can do that. And then you can give him his little missile. And there you go. Bumping the camera today too. But there you go, you have that. And I think that is a cool feature. I've always liked the little gimmicks with the weapons. And like I said earlier, this does fire. And so we'll do a little firing. You just push this little button on top. Launches pretty far. But you have that. And of course we got these. You can hear those in the background. Wish I could find a way to where to put them. You could probably clip them together or something, but they're gonna be moving all the time. But there you go. Now, he does look great, but I think he would look better if he sat on a shelf next to some comparisons. And so we'll bring in the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime that I did a review on a while ago. See if I can get him to stand. There we go. He is a little taller if you have him hunched over, but if you get him a little higher, you'd probably be around the same height. But you have that. Definitely get the Optimus Prime and also watch that video, because the Optimus Prime is probably one of the better ones that ever came out. And now we'll bring in, here we have the biggest one. This is probably, I think this is my newest Masterpiece figure. But we have Masterpiece Skyfire. You can see that right there. Of course, he's towering over the Revenge of the Fallen leader. But there you go, G1 versus movie. There you go, you have that. And for one more final comparison, we'll bring in the final precious G1 Jetfire. Or as a show, his name is Skyfire. But I think the toy also said Jetfire. So you have that. So that is the review on the 2009 Revenge of the Fallen Leader class Jetfire. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, if you want to see my other videos, I have a bunch of playlists that I am creating that you can go check out. I'll leave a link to that, and you can go check out those videos. And this guy will also be in there too if you want to find him again in the future. And also check out my polls, because I do put up many different Transformers that you guys can vote on, so again, that you guys can have favor on what I review next. And so yeah, I think that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.